What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video where today gonna be going into some divisions matches in eFootball. So going up against this guy. This guy's like a top 2000 player. So yeah, straight into it. Nuno Mendes on the left hand side, as you know, the classic play, swinging it out to my offensive fullbacks and then swinging it back into the center fields with a Hazard or Messi picking up the ball. Messi on the ball here with Bellingham. Bellingham waiting for that run to Cancelo, but unfortunately I timed the pass a bit late. Should have went a little bit earlier there, but that's fine. Hazard into Messi, Messi into Suarez, twisting and turning at the edge of the 18-yard box, just waiting for an option to open up. Michael defending, but I do find it opening into a little one to finish with Luis Suarez. Speaking of Suarez, that new Suarez did come out, that Liverpool Suarez. He's good, but if you already have this Emerson Suarez, I mean, I don't see really like a point to spin for him. But I mean, if you want to try him, try him. I mean, I'm not going to stop you. But for me personally, I prefer the Suarez. He does have phenomenal finishing, so it does bail you out in like tight situations in case you need to pull that off or whatnot. But the new Suarez only has like a low screamer and momentum dribbling. So if you do get in that weird angle with that would require phenomenal finishing, you're not able to pull that off. So yeah. Back into the gameplay here, taking my time with it, with Messi putting into Hullet, waiting for that fullback run, but he goes for a Messi instead over the top. But unfortunately, that type of like over the top through pass seems to be slightly nerfed. I remember that one patch when passing actually mattered, and you could pull those over the top through balls like it was like nothing. It was crazy, especially in the first week of eFootball 26 actually. So that's pretty nice too. So yeah, getting back into the gameplay. So Cancelo switching into Saliba. Just, you know, kind of just being patient with it into Araujo into Nuno Mendes. Again, just waiting for an opening. Ideally, I need to step up with my center backs or my just defenders really to find that opening. I got to be very, very careful here. You don't want to be like just passing around the back, especially when you're this high up the field. High chance they will just pressure you immediately and win the ball back. Both Nuno Mendes, as you know, he's just a crazy machine, can just take down the left side by himself, goes for the little cutback with Messi. Should have put a little bit more power onto that. Mendes almost getting a crazy scramble goal, but we were unlucky there. But yeah, in those type of situations with those cutbacks, just put like around like 30-40% power so you can get that extra lift onto the ball so you can avoid any like just grounded slide tackles or whatnot. He goes for the little 1-2 with Ezo here. Neymar Jr. fortunately does have good heading. I'm also using this Alisson Becker, this UCL Alisson Becker. It's a pretty nice card, especially like if you're like a free-to-play player, I'd recommend him. Yeah, back into the play. Just want to focus on the gameplay, trying to dissect it. He plays to Neymar to Mateus, crazy touch, plays it into Lionel Messi setting up a blitz curl. Alisson Becker, very aware, that high goalkeeper awareness, saving the day. So this guy, I mean, he's a cheeser. You gotta watch out for the blitz curl. Watch out for any of the plays. I am a bit sloppy there. Should have done a little bit more. Should have been more aware. Ideally, pick up the pace, especially when you're just playing around the back. I can't really take, again, that long of a time on it, especially seeing how this opponent is willing to pressure me immediately. Going for the nice little one-touch passing here into Hazard with a nice, easy finish. Easy as you like. Never get fancy. Just tap the shoot button, choose a corner. It's going to be a goal. Easy as you like there. So, yeah, 2-0 up here. 2-0 up is still not over, because I swear if this guy scores one goal and suddenly he's going to be back in the game, it is going to be scary times indeed. Yes, Eto'o on the ball here. Eto'o stepping into space. This is a big, crucial mistake. Yes, when, you know, they're running at you, you want to be, you know, kind of just keeping your distance, kind of jockeying, you know, or just running back, but eventually you're forced to just kind of, you have to meet them there. You have to interact with them. Nice sliding tackle from Cannavaro, tackling, call it off my ball. But yeah, you don't want to be backing up forever. Eventually you're going to have to challenge. Tries to go for a crazy through pass into Eto'o. But fortunately, Alisson Becker, I was ready for it. Immediately bringing out my keeper. I was having none of that. But yeah, in those situations, again, just you have to just step out sometimes. As much as like it kind of feels risky, you kind of like, okay, this guy's running into space. You know, he might set up a blitz curl, he might set up an acceleration burst, or just whip out a crazy full power stunning shot, and the next, you know, I could see the goal like that. But yeah, back into the gameplay again. It's still sloppy on the ball. I wasn't feeling it. And he gets Yamal into a nice little finesse. Now all of a sudden it's 2-2. Just sloppy mistakes, really. Building out the back, you know, it might seem easy, but in this case, I guess I wasn't just feeling it. I'm not too sure what's going on, but yeah, Bellingham into Hazard, Bale with this Bale having super sub. Oh, I was spilling over my words there. I'm not sure what's going on, but Bale should have done way better with Bale's son trying to dispossess Otto. But Otto gets away with it into Lamine Yamal, switching it across the field to Costa Corta. But this is a defensive fullback, so he can't really do much to with it. But he finds Neymar and Messi into Eto'o. Eto'o just second man pressing, trying to defend Eto'o. Seeing that he does have that stunning shot on him, but eventually he messes up the play, giving it straight to Hullet. Hullet into Eden Hazard, dropping deep, Bellingham box to box, pushing up the field. Hullet setting him on the run. Son Heung-min, I have the blitzkrieg opportunity, but I do find Hazard, which he takes. I press shoot button, but it falls to Son. Nice scramble situation. That was kind of the sweet spot. I had the blitzkrieg on, and I had Eden Hazard, the whole player Eden Hazard, making that run, and I decided to play it safe, so I put it into Hazard. Do get lucky there, but we take those. A dub is a dub at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how you get it, unless you're using Spartacus. Oh, but that's a different discussion. Getting back into the gameplay. Bale finding the easy pass into Hazard, but unfortunately, Bale, again, he doesn't have the greatest passing stats, so the pass does end up whiffing. Unfortunately, Busquets winning the header over Lamine Yamal. Ruud Gullit on the ball. Again, taking my time with it, just going to play a nice cross-field pass, just a nice grounded through pass into Cancelo. Taking my time, Bellingham, Busquets into Hazard, Hazard into Son Heung-min. Can he switch the turret? He's automatically expecting to blitzkrieg, but no, I'm not going to go for it. I am going to go just for a simple, sharp touch into space. They just love these type of players, like kind of everyone in general. They kind of know, like, oh wow, he's gonna blitzkrieg me, let me just defend it, and they just leave that crazy amount of space open, just run into it, and then next thing you know, they're gonna be caught flat-footed, and next thing you know, they're gonna be end up switching all over the place, and you get an easy opportunity to score the goal. Got to be more tighter here. Hit that Neymar. If that was like an acceleration burst or something crazy, I could have easily conceded there. Again, I have to be more tighter. Don't be afraid to kind of just like step out, especially when you're in your final third, defending your final third. Just kind of like, okay, you know, I'm going to step out. I'm going to be more aggressive. Even if I mess up the play, my defenders are going to step up for me. Even especially if you guys are running like two defensive fullbacks or just a defensive fullback in general, that is going to help you out there. Yeah, try to go for like a, let's see. Yeah, I try to go for like some random through pass that was really bad. Again, I have to step up way sooner than that. I do get the block, but in those situations, like again, it's just showing the importance of just knowing when to step, because you don't want to step aggressively when you're like at the halfway line. He just messes that short pass up completely, just automatically reading it, especially when they do that animation. Just guard the short pass. If they go for it, you know, happy days. If they don't, then hey, you know, unlucky there. But this game is pretty much over. It's 4-2. Just taking my time with it. Nothing silly. No late goals. No drama. I'm going to just push up with my fullback here. And then Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes being one of the fastest players in the game. Kind of trying to go for acceleration burst. And this game is pretty much over. Trying to do my tricks and skills. Showing off a little bit. But he was having none of it. With Otto, Lamine Yamal messes up the pass. But unfortunately, Hazard is a bit too slow. He's a bit knackered. A bit tired. And yeah, this game is going to be pretty much over against like this top 2,000 player in the world. You guys wanted to see like just games against like higher opponents or higher ranked opponents, and yeah, this is one of those games. Really, it should have been like a tied game. I was making like so many mistakes, and I just hope you guys can learn from that. I can kind of sloppy on my passes, but yeah, against 1,937 in the world. Favorite card being Rummenigge, and yeah, that's his team. Pretty nice team. And yeah, so getting into the second match, again, using the 4-3-1-2, just going to be using, I believe I just tucked Bellingham in. Yeah, there we go. I used this type of variation to see if it'll like change anything or not. Again, Cancelo, Mendes being my fullbacks being one of the most important positions, in my opinion, the way how I have it set up. And yeah, kicking off here with this game, Pirlo Vieira. That's going to be an interesting midfield combination to break through, but we will see Lilian Thuram as the right-sided defensive fullback. Saliba against Mbappe. Saliba wins that every day, even though Saliba has poor heading stats. Taking my time with it, just kind of walking up the field to Hazard, Suarez here with the ball back into Suarez, dropping in deep with it. I seen with Messi, but unfortunately Pirlo was there for the interception. Messi on the ball, finding Ousmane Dembele. Again, got to step a little bit more aggressively, more earlier. Would have gone away with that defensive play, but we get the recovering anyways. Busquets into Gullit into Nuno Mendes. That's how you pronounce it. I think that's, my Portuguese is not that great. Anyways, Eden Hazard, Bellingham, take my time, Hazard, Bellingham, intertwining, Bellingham into Hullet into Bellingham, Lionel Messi, Hazard into Bellingham. It's kind of boring play, just trying to dance around the box because, it's kind of hard to break these type of setups down, these double pivots with 2 defensive fullbacks. It's just very, 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 very difficult sometimes. But Saliba gets beaten out by Mbappe. He goes for the shot near post. That was a crucial mistake. He should have just sweated it across goal. Clear pass across goal. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but that's fine. I'm going to go for a nice little switch here into the space with Nuno Mendes. I mean, he just has all the space in the world. Has Messi on him, and he's just going to take it. Well, I'm just going to play it safe. I really want to take him on, but I'm just going to play it safe. Going to play it into Cancelo. Slowly advance up the field with my offensive fullbacks. Slowly opening up the pitch. Making a space, crazy nice pass into Busquets there, splitting the lines. Now I have the space. Now Nuno Mendes on that left-hand side. Don't go for it. Yeah, Busquets doesn't go for it. Bellingham into Messi. That full of Cancelo was on there. Should have been a little bit more patient with it, but Cancelo, he does get the defensive recovery against Neymar. Going to twist and turn here. Send him, Cancelo on the run. Busquets into Hazard. Again, splitting the play wide open. Again, just utilizing these offensive fullbacks to open up the field, open up the space to create those opportunities, especially, again, Pirlo getting that intercepted. These 2 DM setups, they can be very frustrating to play against, but these offensive fullbacks, I'm telling you, they're the key to open up the field, to create those space and opportunities. Going to hit it back to Bellingham. The reason why I didn't super cancel there, super cancels, especially for just a normal grounded pass, by the way, nice 3 pass into Hazard for the nice easy finish. Why you don't see me super canceling, especially just normal passes, it is very, very, very difficult unless you have like a person who's like has the ball roll skill, like Neymar into the double touch. Then you can kind of execute like that pass cancel. But ideally, it's just very, very difficult to pull off. I would have recommended only if in certain situations when the ball is going out of play, you accidentally hit pass, then you could just tap the left screen twice and play your super cancel. Again, just trying to defend this Neymar, giving him space, not, diving in too recklessly. He goes for a crazy low-driven cross off the left-hand side of the post to Messi, but he messes that up. But when we're near against an opponent who's like dancing right there with Neymar, just give him a little space. Your defenders are already in position. No need to dive in recklessly, and then you end up guessing running on his wiggle waggle, or however you want to call it. Getting lucky there. He gets the defensive play here. Busquets winning Araujo winning the header over Dembele. That's going to be halftime. It's going to be 1-0. Fortunately, kind of a poor performance from me, especially attacking-wise. These are the substitutes I'm going to be making. Son and Bale coming on. Bale, as you know, he does have a super sub, so that's always going to be nice. So, getting into it here, Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side, just pushing up the field. He has Lilian Thuram on it, but I'm not afraid of a challenge. I'm going to take him on. Nuno Mendes, one of the few players in a game that can really take a Lilian Thuram easily. Hold it into Son. That's going to be 2-0. This is one of my favorite plays, just using Nuno Mendes, this powerhouse of a player, and just taking those guys on, whether it be Maldini, Costa Curta, Thuram, because he has the physicality, he has the physical stats to be able to withstand those physical challenges, as well as being one of the fastest players in the game, really. So yeah, that's why I just really love Nuno Mendes. Really glad I spun for him in that Portugal pack. Getting to the gameplay here. Son interchanging with it. Bale. Son try to go for the first time shot. Bale with the acrobatic finish. Well, not really acrobatic, but with him having phenomenal finishing, I felt like that could be that phenomenal finishing animation. But that was a sweet, nice finish from Gareth Bale. Gonna make it 3-0. So yeah. Again, this was surprisingly it was a tough. Yeah, obviously I know I'm through no how's a tough game. Well, it was kind of a hard game, but getting back into it, here, Bale on the line, gonna take out Maldini. Goodbye, Maldini. Take him out the play here. Vieira tries to come. I double touched the wrong way. Well, actually, I'm not sure if double touch was the answer there. Really, I should have kind of just do a little lofted pass for an easy header, but yeah. Kind of a weird scenario now looking back at it. But Dembele here, just second man pressing, just going to win the ball back easily. That ball, okay, there we go. I was about to say, the ball is meant for Hullet there, so you can just knock it down to Mendes. And he gets that. Messi, where are you going? Biting too early. Acceleration burst Nuno Mendes, getting past Messi and Vieira. Where are you two going? Vieira is on me, but eventually, Vieira's Vieira. He's going to win out those physical duels. against those weaker players. Thuram, nice crazy pass to Messi here. I'm not sure what Thuram's passing stats is, but he does get that pass off there. But we get the recovery. You're going to be using, obviously, this is going to be Courtois. Him a defensive keeper, I mean, it's okay, but offensive keepers, they are more preferred, especially with the Capello meta. Being silly with it, trying to play out the back, no reason for that there. Should have conceded a goal. Wonderful save by Courtois, by the way, but should have conceded. But yeah, just playing out the back is kind of like you want to get used to, you want to get practice to. But here I pull it off with the anchorman Busquets, him having like that unique player ID. He does drop in between your center halves. So let's say you're playing with like a back four system, he will drop between those center backs, and then next thing you know, it's a back five, making it that much easier to build out of the back. So yeah, just, kind of fooling around. This game is pretty much over. Try to super cancel there, but I'm just not a fan of super canceling, especially on mobile. On console is a different story, but on mobile, I just rarely do it. It's just so hard. Not only the execute, but like the servers and whatnot, it can interfere with that, and then you might not get the input in time. But yeah, but fullback finisher Cancelo. Going to be playing it out to the wing to Nuno Mendes, and that is going to be pretty much game, set, and match for this opponent. So if you did enjoy that video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below what do you want to see next, what formation you want me to use. I just love the 4-3-1-2, and yeah, with this opponent, it's going to be like a rank 84 in a roll. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.